Okay, my class, let's get this started. I'm hoping you're having your parents join you so they can see and hear what we're gonna be doing, because it's gonna be fun. At least I hope so. We're gonna do our best to make it fun. So, parents, we have just been through a week and a half of studying ancient Mesoamerican history. I hope your students have been bringing it home to you, or my students, your children, bringing it home to you. I was hoping that I would get some feedback and stories from family dinner discussions on anybody's ancestry history. Does anybody know if their family goes back this far? I know languages from these ancient civilizations are still spoken, and I was hoping for some fascinating conversation in class to hear who knows where they come from. Do they come from any of these civilizations? So, going on from that, part of the assignments that we're getting ready to prepare for is a presentation. And why are we doing this? Because we all need to learn how to do it. We all need to learn how to better ourselves. We need to develop in every phase of life we possibly can. It helps to develop our vocabulary, our fluency, just guide us with better language skills. It improves our communication. It makes us better listeners, something everyone struggles with. We all like to talk, mostly about ourselves, but we don't listen very well. So this is all about not only about speaking, it is about listening. I'm going to have you step out of your comfort zone. Trust me, I step out of mine all the time. And as we talk about weekly, we're choosing courage over comfort. I know it's a challenge. It's a challenge for me almost every day of my life, but that's what I choose, and I want to instill in you to choose it as well. Always be strong, be brave. Part of bravery is being scared to death. So we're choosing courage. Now, in that, the project is going to be done in groups. I'm going to be watching, observing all of you in your groups because you're all going to have duties to take hold of. I want to see who's going to be the facilitator, possibly. Who's going to be the one who organizes things? Who's the one who is good at conflict management? Because every time we have to do a project with people, there is conflict. And some of us are better at dealing with that than others. And so I'm going to be watching at how you all handle this. Just because somebody doesn't agree with you doesn't mean it's wrong, and it doesn't mean it's right. And that's what you are going to be working with in your group. You're going to take all the notes, your organizers, and you're going to bring them together, and you're going to create this presentation on a poster board this time. We'll be doing it in a different way in a PowerPoint another time, but right now just a poster board so we can practice. And what you're doing is comparing and contrasting these three ancient Mesoamerican tribes that we studied. Okay, now each of you have been assigned to a group. You already, as my students, know which group you are in. We had a lottery where we drew what we would be studying. So group number one, you are government. You cannot trade with someone. You will be comparing and contrasting government of these ancient tribes. You're going to share with me what kind of politics and leaders they were. Were they, was it all religious based? Were they priests? Were they emperors? Did they have a republic? Share with me and compare and contrast the differences and how they were similar. Group number 2, you're going to compare and contrast agriculture. These ancient tribes were amazing in farming. Your Incas farmed at 10,000 feet. We've been told this is impossible, but yet they did it. I want you to compare and contrast their farming techniques. Group number 3, you are going to compare and contrast society. I want to know how they lived. Was it in a tent? Was it a hut? We know that they built huge temples. What was the family structure like? Did dad go to work every day and did mom stay home and raise the family? Much harder position, I believe. What was their leisure like? Did they have music? I know the Aztecs had rubber and developed actually a rubber ball. Maybe that's where soccer came from. Let me know. Compare and contrast the societies. Group number 4, you're going to compare and contrast the demise of these incredible nations. What happened to them? Did they move away? Run out of food in the area? Weather did not permit farming anymore? Were they conquered? Did disease wipe them out? Share with me what happened to each tribe. Now, we've already gone through all our lessons. You have all your materials ready to go. So you now, when we get back, you have 3 days to bring this together within your groups. You will have your poster board. At home, you can start collecting your artwork, whether it's through downloading something, clip art, to magazines, to my creative ones that are artists. You can have little sister help you, little brother, parents, if you've got a family that's artistic and wants to be involved, by all means. When you come back to class, you will meet with your groups and you will have your designated duties based on what your facilitator has designed for you to do and bring together. On day 4, the group will present, and all of you will be presenting. Remember, courage over comfort. Okay, how am I going to grade you? Well. Your class is going to do some of the grading. They are going to grade you being the audience. They will have a rubric, and what they're going to be looking for is simple things. How you present yourself, how you carry yourself. Are you muttering? Is your voice too low to hear? Are you standing erect and projecting your voice with confidence? Do you have good eye contact with your audience? So everything from body language, voice control, this is what they're going to be, I hate to use the word, judging you on as they grade you. I get some fun stuff in here too. I will be grading you on how you did in your groups. What kind of a participator were you? Were you fair? Were you lazy? Were you bossy? You can be a facilitator without being a bully. This is what I'm going to be looking for. I'm also going to be watching the audience. I am not going to allow them to be unfair and cruel. They are being graded on what kind of an audience they are. Are they showing you respect? And that means, are they sitting up? Are they listening? Are they watching? Are they giving you their full attention? Is there eye contact with you? Because I'm telling you right now, I better not see rolling of the eyes, roaming of the eyes, heads down on the table. So a lot of the grade is actually 3 portions of the grade. How are you as an audience? How are you as a presenter? And how are you as a team player in the group? So I am looking forward to this. I think it's going to be fun. I realize it's a learning curve for all of you. Um, it is for me too. I, to this day, struggle with presenting myself to my peers. I would much rather tackle a bunch of strangers who don't know me than face my peers with some information. But guess what? We got to do it. And like you, every day I'm choosing courage. So together we're going to do this. We're going to make it fun. It's okay to laugh with each other. Um, that's how you learn. And that's what we're going to do. So, Mrs. Robinson here, over and out. I can't wait to get this started. I'll see you soon.